Now, the city in India that always gives just as much as it takes is Mumbai. For the uninitiated, it is a fast-paced city that always is on the move. No one rests. It is quite justly termed as the city in India that never sleeps. So rightfully, heroes emerge. If day one of the third test started with Rohit Sharma's resounding knock to announce that he remains India's T20 World Cup captain, then the end of the day honours would go to another Mumbai lad. Sure, Ravindra Jadeja's 100 was just as important, but Sarfaraz Khan's emotional debut was the story of day one. Sarfaraz made a 50 on debut. Sure, he got run out, but what a memorable script he has written. Showing all his critics there is a lot more where that came from.
Sarfaraz Khan lifting his bat to celebrate his first 50 in whites for India on his debut. It was not a sedate knock. His half-century was peppered with 9 fours and a 6 too. He ended up getting run out by Mark Wood, who also had a great day. But this knock will be special for more reasons than one. There were many moments that stood out on the day. The 200s, Mark Wood's carnage at the start of the day. But the most endearing image that would stay will be 2 youngsters receiving their test caps from legendary Anil Kumble and getting emotional. Sarfaraz's father, someone who has always been a pillar of strength for his son, was in tears. His mother too, just as emotional. The parents came over to catch a glimpse of the elusive cap that Sarfaraz clutched at. And the sweetest gesture was Sarfaraz wiping off the tears rolling down his mother's cheeks. A moment that will remain forever. In fact, after the call-up, Sarfaraz said, "I would get emotional and have tears thinking about my wait to get into the team. My father always kept saying, you keep working hard and no one would be able to stop you. I'm more happy for my father. It's a proud feeling that I'm part of the national team from a country that has a big population." Clearly, we know how much this meant for Sarfaraz Khan. He says he was all but ready to join the state domestic team for the tournament when he got the test call-up. Sarfaraz has forever been on the sidelines of the national squads. He burst onto the scene as a talented child prodigy, even got picked up by the IPL franchise Bengaluru. But soon, lots of issues with his temperament, his fitness and inconsistency meant Sarfaraz was pushed out and had to work his way back from square one. There was another debut though, his father Naushad Khan in the commentary box, and he was philosophical while watching his son bat, saying there is darkness and it takes a while for the night to pass, but the sun will rise, there will always be light. Also referring to the very dark and low phase that his son went through these past few years.
My father wasn't coming to the ground initially, but some people requested him and he came to witness this special moment. I feel some burden is off my shoulders now, that I haven't let my father's efforts go to waste.
This is certainly not the best knock that will get everyone knocking on Sarfaraz's door, but it has certainly been an answer to all his critics, and maybe one to himself too, that he still has the grit and talent to survive and fight his way back to the top where he feels he belongs.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.